Hey guys, I haven't made a video in quite some time, and some of you were asking if I could make a video on how to beat the new level, the pirate map, and I figured I would just go ahead and solo that and show you it really fast. And there's a little bit of a special clip at the end, I guess, where we actually got to play with a game developer. He joined our lobby and we ran him through a nightmare hardcore, which was pretty fun. So stay if you want to see that. And basically though, for this guide, if you will, on how to beat pirate, basically I just go ahead and show you what I'm using and what I put my skill points into. Obviously I'm probably quite a bit stronger than most of you that might be watching, and shortly after I was recording this, I ended up trading up for the Soul Stealer Greatsword, so I have a 7,000 damage attack weapon now, and I'm basically doing a lot of damage. But for the most part, if you are able to dodge attacks, it makes this map very easy. It's very easy to solo, but it is easier with more people, as you'll see in the clip after this one. But essentially, as long as you are dodging the little red lasers or cannon shots, whatever you want to call them, you should be fine. There is a lot of downtime on this map, so as you guys can see, I wait for the cooldown so I can switch to my ability, and I heal myself, then I switch back to my weapon, and eventually I'll be able to switch back to my spinny attack. And it's very simple to do. It might take some practice if you're not used to doing this by yourself, but it's very easy to solo. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory with this first boss. As you guys can see, he creates red circles on the ground. You do not want to be inside of those circles when they explode. So the idea of beating this guy is basically just to always be moving. He alternates the attacks. He'll shoot the red laser, so you'll have to move to the left or to the right. And then afterwards he'll summon the cannon barrage, if you want to call it that, the red circles on the ground. So as long as you're still moving constantly, you shouldn't die. And a little fun fact is, if you're doing the hardcore nightmare or just nightmare, always try to have at least over 15,000 health, because I don't think anything will be able to one-shot you. So if you have at least 15,000 health, you shouldn't be able to get one shot. But basically that was the first boss passed, and the second hardest part I would say would be the spider, which is coming up shortly. And what I like to do is I save my healing to when I know I'm going to be walking for a while, so I'll try to kill all three of these groups of mobs, or pirates, whatever you want to call them, and then I will heal after this. So as you guys can see, I kill all of these, and then there's a long walk to the spider, so this is the time that I would take to switch to my healing ability, switch my weapon, and then fully heal. And if your timing is right, you can kind of make it all the way to the spider before he does his attack, but usually you don't, so it's better to stay safe and just walk into one of the little holes in the wall. And basically I'm kind of showing you guys that he does an attack where monsters will spawn from the ceiling there, but if you're standing far enough up, they won't come towards you. And once you're at the spider, you can just come hug the wall like this. You need to make sure that you look all the way down and you're hugging it as close as possible, and you won't get hit. There is a way that you can climb the spider too, but I've never really done that or tried to mess with that. Hugging the wall seems to be the best, and that's just kind of what I've stuck to. So the spider boss is, once again, pretty easy once you know what to do. I was running, well, like I said earlier, you guys will see in the clip after this guide, but we were running with like 8 or 9 people, and we pretty much just kill the spider instantly, so it's pretty simple stuff. And earlier on, while I was still trying to get gear upgrades to be able to do this, I would consider the part coming up one of the hardest parts besides the boss, which is this room right here. And it's mostly annoying because the bridge makes it so you can't actually do damage to them with your arcane barrage or your enchanted spinning blades, because they're technically not on the same like level as you, so you have to make sure that they are kind of further down the bridge, or you gotta lure them down. But it's pretty simple once you have gear. As you can see, I'm just running through this. And you do have to be careful if you don't have a lot of health. You don't need to pull all of the enemies at once. You can do little by little if you're trying to solo it. But if you're playing with a friend and they're a healer, it makes this pretty easy to do. As long as you guys learn the mechanics of the bosses, you should be able to complete this very easy. And I one-shot all of these guys pretty much. Well, not one-shot, but with one ability I pretty much kill them. And these guys are too slow. But ideally you would want to drag them up the bridge if you're playing with multiple people, because as soon as you kill them is when the boss spawns, and he waits a few seconds and then he'll do his first attack, which is people call it a laser, but it's like he's shooting a cannon at you and it'll blow up behind you. You have to make sure you're always running to dodge it. Shortly after that attack, he'll do his little spin move, so you want to be careful to not be too close to him. And once he does that, he'll do his teleport move. I'm not sure exactly how he chooses his targets, but he will always teleport to a person, so make sure that you're moving when he does that. And once again, as soon as he does that, he goes back to his little laser cannon move where you have to keep moving. Overall, it's a very simple boss, but if he kills somebody, he does do more damage. So if you're playing with a lot of people and people die, you definitely need to make sure you don't get hit, because you will probably die. But now, if you guys were interested, we'll go into the clip where we were playing with the dev, which is known as Duty Bomber. And yeah, he was basically in the lobby, and I had a private lobby going. I think me and a few friends were playing with a few of our fans, and we seen him in the lobby, and I just allowed him to join, and he joined, and I figured I would record it because it seems like a unique experience. And it was pretty fun. He got a screenshot with one of the people in there. They wanted a screenshot with him, so that was pretty cool. But basically, you guys will be able to see soloing compared to with multiple people. It is extremely fast with multiple people, and when you have good healers, it makes it a lot easier also. And like I said earlier, you see that I have the legendary weapon because this clip happened afterwards, so I'm a lot stronger in this video clip here. But hope you guys enjoy. I'm not really going to talk through this, but if you're interested in watching the difference between playing with a full party of decent players and comparing it to solo, then you can keep watching. But either way, thanks for watching, guys. If you're subscribed, thanks for staying subscribed, and any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. More live streams will be happening every weekend, so stay tuned for that, and hope you guys have a good day. See ya.